Good morning. What a start to the day. What can I share? I love you, Rodney. I was so upset today. Now I'm on my way to work. Can't be upset. I have to grind, pay these bills. So I'm just going to keep this about me instead of about the obvious. And when you look back on this, Rodney, you'll know what the obvious is. This doesn't have to be for everybody. This is your journal. Had a good weekend. Super Bowl. Good halftime show. Yeah, Super Bowl was okay. Turned into a background game where we all just had a good time. We all, meaning me, my older kids, one of the kids, my son's co-worker, and my roommate. It's been a minute since I could say that happened. I don't think I've ever had a really good Super Bowl gathering. If I think about it, it's always been alcohol, and don't get me wrong, those weren't terrible. They were fun. I never got too drunk to where I didn't notice the game or didn't have a good time. I had a blast. The worst Super Bowl ever was a couple of years ago. I was getting loaded. My son knew. Wasn't even paying attention. Wasn't even engaging. Was on some old other shit. It was the worst Super Bowl ever for me. You know, now that I think about it, these two teams played in that Super Bowl. So my higher power let me, now that I'm thinking about it, let me replace a bad memory with a good one. Because it was a good time. It was a good time. No fighting, no bullshit, just good food, good hors d'oeuvres, laughs, jokes. It was a good fucking time. Thank you, recovery. Thank you, Narcotics Anonymous, for that. Yesterday was a roller coaster. It's good now. Some confusion. Now that's, I think, worked itself out. Well, it didn't work itself out. It was communication that worked it out. And understanding. And a little bit of acceptance. And maybe a little bit of amends at the same time. And I feel better about it. Fuck, man, I don't have my lunch today. Alright, anyways. It's good. It's just a check-in. I'm still upset. But, maybe talking about it out loud will help me get through it. Maybe talking about other things will help me not build a resentment. Like what I've learned is resentments are built anger over time. I don't think there's this instant resentment. I think it's instant anger. You don't work through it, and then all of a sudden it's held on. I used to write about this, justifiable resentments, or I wrote about this. There's no such thing. Sure, it sounds good together. It's like this reason to fucking be mad at somebody. It's justifiable. They did this. So it's okay for me to hold on to it. That doesn't sound healthy at all. What sounds healthy is working through a scenario in my mind that helps. And so today is going to be a good day. It's beautiful outside. I got 3/4 of a tank of gas with money to be able to buy gas. I worked out some financial stuff over the last couple of days, so I don't have to stress over my, my electricity or my rent or the car note. Not this one. It all worked out, and I thank Narcotics Anonymous for that too. When I think Narcotics Anonymous, did those people do any of that stuff for me? Absolutely not. Did me being in a program to help me work through my own shit and hear people share about their shit and know that like there's people out there with their shit that is tough? Absolutely. So thank you, Narcotics Anonymous, for giving me the ability to be able to not only reflect on my bad decisions or mistakes, even if they're little. They don't have to be big. It could just be reaching out to somebody more than I should. It's not as bad as using dope, right? Wrong. I mean, okay. It's not as bad, but it's the start of something. It's the beginning of the dominoes that drop and knock the next ones over. Sure, the first two aren't that bad, but when it knocks over 1,000, it was built up, and it all started from those first two. So, if I can knock those out of the way that have fell, so I can keep the other ones up, that would be great. And then the most important thing is to be grateful that they didn't all fall. Be grateful that I have dominoes, and be great, and then also work on putting those ones back. So my yin and yang domino set is still standing. If I think about it, when they all fall over, it's still the yin and yang design. Just now they're flat, and I gotta restart over. Yeah, I love that symbol. I believe in that symbol. I believe it defines who I am. And there's been times that it didn't look that way. And there will be times. That's the beauty of life. That you solve a problem just so you can get to the next one. Like, what would life be without any challenges? And what would it be like where everything just worked out? It sounds good, right? It just sounds like, oh yeah, everything's working out. Anybody who has a situation where everything is working out, it's because they grinded to a point to get there. And all these things are starting to fall into place. I don't think people just like wake up one day and everything's into place. Even the people that are handed things to them, like people that are given, they got their own other issues that they're dealing with. Otherwise, all those people would be super happy, serene, and chill. They're not. They're not. They got these other problems that I probably couldn't handle. So I'll take my own problems. So I'm in a good place. Not everything's working out the way I wanted to. I'm grateful for that. It gives me the ability to reflect and work through, tools, mental health tools like acceptance and faith and gratitude. Those are like my hows. Like honesty, open-minded, and willingness is how I stay clean. It's how I live a life that helps me stay better. But I also need gratitude, acceptance, and faith. Gaff. But I have to tie all that stuff in together, make amends when I need to, write down the bullshit that I'm doing, do a daily inventory, constantly turn my life and my will over to my higher power, turn my shortcomings over to my higher power, ask my higher power to remove my character defects, because a couple other ones will pop up. I have plenty of them that I'm working on. As they come out, I will use some of these other things to help with those. I'm never going to be perfect, and it's never going to be perfect for me. but that doesn't mean that I have to just be upset about it. I do feel like there's a bigger picture in all of this for me. I don't know what it is. I have a good feeling that it's going to do with me being the way I've been and helping others, not just stay clean, but helping others. So I got to get to my daily prayers. I get to my daily prayers, and I look forward to those. But I needed to I just needed to talk, really. And I didn't need to beat on somebody while I did it. They're doing a good enough job of that right now by themselves. But I'm not going to sit there and also condone it either. Not that I want them to sit in that. They need to, because they need to grow through it. Sometimes when people give you a pass, you don't grow through shit. I never did. So it's all part of the process. I don't hate this person, and I'll turn this off and pray for them. So if you haven't heard today, I'm telling you, I love you, and you can do this. And thank you to my guy for hooking it up. I was needing that for a couple of weeks, at least for a week. He always hooks it up and makes me feel better about myself when he does it. And I get to be of service, and, well, not be of service, but I get to help his business out. So it's pretty cool we met the way we did. I found him, and he's the right amount and all of that. So have a good day today, Rodney. You kept it under 15 minutes. Good job. I love you. Bye.